And I was like, what happened to it?
Oh, that's what it says. Yo, episode 238. We made it podcast.
238.
Oh, yes, we're 12 away from turning into the Shade Room podcast.
Yeah, we'll be the opposite of Fresh and Fit.
Oh, that'd be great, right? Just clown men all day.
I'm so down to make a show. We'll just make a parody show that's opposite of Fresh and Fit. We'll just diss males all the time.
That'd be really great.
Yeah, we'll start about how the value of women and men really think they're worth something, but it's truly women. That'd be actually a really dope show.
That'd be great. They'll just call us simps like all day.
I'm down. They're listening. No, go ahead.
Well, we made a podcast episode 238. We're still here recording January 27th, 2022. Yes, we did start May 25th, 2017. And on our anniversary for 5 years, if I remember, I'm going to post our the first thing we ever wrote down for We Made It podcast. I'm going to post it because don't worry about it. I got it. I'm going to post that for our 5-year anniversary. What are you doing? Are you trying to look for it? What are you doing? But we got a lot to talk about today, actually, more than usual. We're going to talk about AFCON, and we talk about the stadium tragedy. We're going to talk about Gianni Infantino, talking about the two. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk about Gianni Infantino. Every time I hear the name Johnny, I think of Snooki's husband.
What? Oh yeah,
Jersey Shore. Gianni Infantino talking about the World Cup every 2 years, maybe, and how it could potentially stop African migration to Europe. We're going to talk about the English Women's Super League and some things that they got going on there that are good. We're going to talk about Caesar's homie, Mario Balotelli, what's going on with him these days. And we'll talk about some transfers and some rumors. Don't let them start the rumors. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Caesar, I think we both watched some of the AFCON round of 16.
I did, actually. I got to catch some games. It was actually on at an appropriate time for being. It was nice.
Yeah, exactly. I caught a couple. I did not see Burkina Faso versus Gabon, but
me either.
Burkina Faso did win on penalties.
Burkina kind of going in right now. Okay, Burkina Faso.
They got a couple players. Tunisia did beat Nigeria 1-0. I did not see that match.
Full racism, but okay. Nigeria got played, but all good.
Nigeria hasn't won AFCON since 2012 or 13.
Yeah, I think it was 13, right?
Yeah. I'll give them credit because they did win the last black coach to win AFCON was with Nigeria in 2013. So we're going on 10 years, guys. What are we doing?
What have been you go with a ginger. The song they were playing, that show's hard. They have a really good AFCON song this year.
Well, not the one they're playing on BN. It's so whack.
No,
it sounds like Lion King music. What? I'm like, what is that?
I'd rather than bring Shakira back for Waka Waka. Hey.
Might as well.
let Shakira appropriate better than that song. That was better than that.
Well, she's Colombian and Arab. That's pretty damn black to me.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what that means. I'm uncomfortable, but it's better than the I'm like, what is this, dog?
Like they still they still think Africans got spears. I'm like, come on, dog. They got buildings.
I think everybody looks like the Swahili people, like walking around.
The people in Kenya, yeah, dude. I'm like, come on now. Anyway, Guinea did lose to Gambia 1-0. I didn't see that one, but one that I did see was Cameroon versus Comoros. That was a pretty good match. I kind of forgot. That was the one where they had the other guy in goal. Oh, that was sad.
He put it work though. Homie
he did okay. There was a sequence where he had
back-to-back saves.
Yeah,
big dog.
Yeah,
that was the most training room saves of all time. I was like, he just like put his arms there. I'm like, that's why just throw a body on there, dog.
Exactly.
Yeah, he had gut. I respect him forever. He got respect.
Comoros actually didn't play that bad, and they had a lot of chances. Actually, they're
being down a man too.
To be honest with you, like this is like no cap. I think that Comoros played better football than Cameroon. But Cameroon just has, they just have better players at the end of the day. And Comoros is down a man. And
more.
Yeah, and then they have that dude in goal. But it's like, dog, Comoros is playing.
Is that what's it, Onana, whatever I think his name is, the goalie.
Oh yeah, but then the dude from Comoros had the goal of the tournament, like that
Yeah.
free kick from way out there.
I was like, yo. It's like, what is that? What they doing? I didn't think he plays in Africa too. I was like, yo, this dude's good. Is that what they doing down there? They whipping 50-yarders in there and doing field goal kicks.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool if they gave him like an NFL field goal tryout. The Comoros play. That'd be dope.
Let's see where he plays.
Where does he play, dog?
You know where he plays? Oh, actually, he was born in Marseille. Actually,
okay.
He plays for Guingamp.
Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, let me give you the respect back. I didn't mean I ain't trying to say my bad, dog. You're a real one.
I mean, Guingamp is in League Deux right now.
About to fall to 3-2, probably. I hate that team. You used to always say that team's name, and it pissed me the hell off.
I like Guingamp. They used to have a dope jersey. God, they had some.
It was not dope. It was like that red
jersey.
And black Dookie joint. It was.
No, they had some. It said like cola.
No, it had seat on it, right?
They had some soda brand on the front. I used to like that jersey.
I like that one team that had what was that one French team that had the McDonald's on the shore? That shit was hard. I forgot who it was.
I think it was Lorient, maybe.
That's just. I'm like, damn, you're really dope for having McDonald's on your damn pants. France, look, you got the cool sponsors on their jerseys, dog. Teddy Smith or whatever is on the Lyon.
I don't know what that is. He did also used to play for Gazalec Ajaccio, so I feel like I've actually seen this dude play before.
Can you relax on the pronunciations? What are you? What is this?
Well, I remember when they were in Ligue 1 for a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this dude has had a good career in France, actually.
From Marseille also?
Yeah, he's 31.
Nice.
But yeah, that was a crazy goal, but Comoros did lose. But it was a pretty good game. Senegal did beat Cape Verde 2-0. Cape Verde did play some good football in that match too, but
and both islands just
Indian Ocean and Atlantic Ocean.
Cape Verde, my people by proxy, man. I love y'all. I'm sorry it didn't work out. We made it gonna visit y'all one day though, dead ass.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna come one day for sure.
We'll turn up there.
Oh yeah.
Then we had Morocco versus Malawi. I did see some of that match too. I can't really remember it, but I did remember that. What's his name? Hakimi had a crazy free kick from an odd angle.
He did. You saw that goofy ass article that was like they asked him like, "Oh, you made 2 free kicks in this game. Like, are you gonna see if you can free kick on your team?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I have to ask Messi and Neymar." I'm like, "Let me tell you something, buddy.
You're way behind them.
Let me tell you something, dog. If you think if Cavani couldn't even get a PK off Neymar, you better keep praying on your knees every day. It's not happening, dog.
Dog, they're gonna let Di Maria take it on the left before they let you take it.
He had this whole tournament. PSG still posting Neymar workout videos. This is the star. Is that guy? Okay.
Like I seen Messi on Barcelona take free kicks from the left side and actually shoot it. When you got all these right-footed people,
and he's a pretty good free kick taker. I'm not even hating that much, but like it's just like you're not getting above them 2 guys ever, dog. Even if it was them 2 and Ronaldo, you're like literally never gonna do it.
You're behind Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, Icardi,
Di Maria,
Sergio Ramos, Di Maria, Draxler.
Sergio Ramos would be like.
Sergio Ramos will punk him out so fast.
Sergio Ramos is not bad either. Remember he was kind of getting it cracking for a while. Real Madrid
kicker,
like 6 goals or some shit.
But yeah, Morocco beat Malawi 2-1. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Malawi though. They were having some issues. Their coach came out talking about how they were getting treated poorly there in Cameroon.
Which I actually was thinking about that too. About like I was always curious about like what's a disparity among the situations for the teams? Is there allocated the same kind of resource for everybody? Is it like they do like Olympic villages? Like everybody gets the same thing no matter what. Like in the World Cup, they build like the World Cup villages. Everybody stays in the same joint no matter what. Unless you're like the mega team, sometimes they'll get their own spot. But like they were talking about like, remember we saw them games. We're like, yo, what's up with this field? Where are they playing them at? Like downtown at the YMCA, they're getting to play these games. So yeah, I'm glad he spoke out on it.
I think it was either him or the Gambia coach. I can't remember, but
it was unfair for the lower teams, right?
He was saying that they were having to wash their own clothes. and have to like hang their clothes on
The
bushes.
players, right?
Yeah. He was like, you think Sadio Mane is washing his own clothes? He's there washing their own clothes and having to hang it to dry on a bush. And I'm like, well, damn, dog, like they ain't got a laundry mat. Them stadiums over there is real nice.
It's messed up, dog.
You can just cart it over to some laundromat.
I got my dog's drying shirts on bushes. Come on now, man.
You feel me?
Those sponsors are already wild as hell.
Really, with the thing that I've seen around the whole thing is TikTok. I was like, I want to get into African TikTok.
I bet they got really good videos.
It's probably lit.
We probably got to get in there before it got banned. Like the really good TikTok used to be India's TikTok. It was so good, and they got banned in India.
Oh, wow.
Because they would do like fake videos, people like dying and crying. They were such good videos. They were like crying on them. And then India was like, no more.
And India always has tension with China. But okay, so then also Ivory Coast versus Egypt. That was a good match. Ended 0-0. That was a tense one. Egypt did win on penalties. Sadly, Eric Bailly was balling out the entire match.
My dog injured, balling. He did a header and damn near got another concussion. I was like, oh, careful, hey man. And then did
the one-step penalty and got it saved.
But I'm gonna respect him for this though. Now listen to me. He did the one-step weak foot too. That's G move right there too. He's a lefty. Pull that right-footed one step. I respect that. He really tried.
Are you sure he's left-footed? I don't think he is, dog. I don't think everybody's left-footed, dog.
He's 2-footed at least.
I mean, yeah, he can use both feet.
But I think he's dominant left throw.
I don't think so. I'm not even trying to be like that.
I'm just gonna keep my streak going, dog, because I'm never wrong about this. But all right.
I don't know, because one time you did say that Drogba was left-footed. Did you forget?
He doesn't count.
He's not from down.
Does he have a dominant foot at all?
Who?
Pogba?
Drogba? No, you said Drogba was.
Oh, Drogba. I did not say Drogba was.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
It's literally on here.
No, I did not.
Okay. I don't think this dude is left-footed on me. I feel like I like him too much for him to be left-footed.
He's 2-footed, dog.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's 2-footed, but he's right-footed, dog. I mean, you could look it up. He's not left-footed, yo. Come on now. Yeah, foot right on Transfer Market. Get out of here.
Transfer Market, the one that Ronaldo denounced?
Okay.
Not today, dog. You're not going to use them today. They don't even got an E in their name. What the hell is KT?
Okay.
It's not that serious. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's not. If you would have been right, it would have been serious, though.
Absolutely. It would have been a huge deal.
And last match in the round of 16, Mali did play Equatorial Guinea. That was a really good match, although it did end 0-0. Equatorial Guinea did win on penalties. And that's the team that I'm going for in this tournament so far. This is going to sound terrible, and I'm just going to say it anyway. There's a part of me that wants to see Sadio Mane's reaction again if he misses a penalty in the shootout.
Well, you are quite literally a horrible person, because
yes,
that scene looked like he had just like found out his family died. I was just like, oh my God. I never seen a man so dismantled and depressed in my life on camera. And Bam says, I want to see it again.
No, I just want to see if it happens again.
That's the same thing as what I just said.
No, but maybe he won't care that much next time.
No, you want to see if it happens again. And I just said, you want to see it again. That's the same thing, dog.
I don't think so.
Okay, fake news, Bam. Okay.
But in the quarterfinals, we do have some good matches. We got Gambia versus Cameroon. We got Burkina Faso versus Tunisia. Egypt versus Morocco. Wow.
Ooh, that's going to be intense.
I'm surprised they did that. And Senegal versus Equatorial Guinea. There are obviously 8 teams left. Why don't you take a guess how many black coaches we got left?
2, right? I think Burkina Faso's coach is black. And no, Cameroon has that Spanish guy, right?
Just take a guess, Doc.
2.
3.
3, okay.
After these quarterfinals, there could be the maximum there could be is 2, because Senegal and Equatorial Guinea both have black coaches, and one of them will be out.
Guinea doesn't have black coach. Yeah, sorry. I get mixed up
And
with some of those jerseys, I'm not gonna lie.
and so we could have two, but we'll probably have one left with the black coach.
Okay, but the Senegal still count if Keita Balde is bleaching.
I don't know, but we're definitely gonna call this episode Big Bleacher with a picture of him.
I'm not doing it, dog.
Or in the bleachers, sitting in the bleachers.
I went from the point where I want to be mad at him to now I feel sad for him. I don't want to do that.
You're alone, sir. You're alone.
Yeah, I feel like he's a broken soul.
Well, he's gonna get broken more because this episode is gonna be called "Sitting in the Bleachers" with a picture of him.
He's like the same tone as Hakimi now.
The same tone as you, almost.
How did he get to this?
He looks like you, like when you're darker.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like when you're not bleaching.
It's literally nothing in like European media, but all if you Google like get the Balde bleaching, all these like African websites going crazy about it, like crazy about it.
I'm gonna look right now.
Look, Google it. You'll be like, all the news sources. You'll be like, what the hell is this website? And they going nuts, dog.
Look at this. Black Goss footballer Keita Balde allegedly bleaching his skin. HollywoodMask.com. Did Keita Balde bleach his skin before and after comparison?
Oh,
Download this picture.
All these companies are from Jamaica, by the way.
Oh my goodness, man. This is really, really sad.
Some of them are a little bit extra cap with the. I'm like, come on, the lighting's a little wild.
Yeah, they're doing some black filters.
Like you're doing one where he's like chilling in some damn corner running, and the other one he's like sitting at a press conference. I'm like, that's not fair. Okay, it's at least do the same lighting situations. Like 2 outdoor pics is plenty. Don't play me. So when he came out to the bench or whatever, I was like, oh my god.
Somebody on Twitter said he should be banned from AFCON.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be one of the most like sadly entertaining news sources ever read, due to unforeseen circumstances that Keita Balde is not permanently banned for playing for Senegal in AFCON. They sent him to play in Barcelona now, like for the Catalonians.
Apparently, Keita Balde said growing up in Spain, he never felt racism.
Oh.
So he might be a mega coon.
Honestly, he kind of gives me that vibe a little bit. He kind of gives me that vibe. He never gave me like, yeah, he kind of does. I'm not gonna lie, he kind of does.
Can we call it coon in the bleachers?
Are you allowed to call people like pick me online or no?
A pick me, like a pick-misha or a pygmy?
No, not a pygmy. Relax, like a pick me guy.
Like, okay, wait, spell it.
Pickme.
Like a pick me. Oh,
yeah.
I mean, nobody calls guys that generally, but yeah, I mean,
he kind of would give me that vibe, kind of.
He's being a pick me for Whitey.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, he'd be like, "Oh, that's what you like. I can definitely do that for you." Like you ain't got nothing to stand on, dog. You're not gonna be like, "I am what I am." Was good. Like, you never felt racism in Spain. That's like major pygmy vibes, if anything. Like,
and you're from Barcelona. Like, are you kidding? Like, I'm
sure Adam Traore's been like, what? But I don't know if I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, he's a bleacher too, but,
but I'm sure I don't think he had the same state. I can't believe it. That's an insane statement to say.
Even other Spanish people feel racism in Catalonia. Like I remember KD was telling me she got a tattoo in Barcelona. This Italian lady's giving her the tattoo. And she was like, KD's asking her, "Oh, how do you like living in Barcelona?" She's like, "Oh, it's fine." She's like, "Oh, do you get a lot of clients?" The lady said, "A Catalonian person would never let me give them a tattoo." This is an Italian lady. She literally said a Catalonian person would never let me give them a tattoo. Like, this is that level. So you think Keita Balde black ass never felt no racism?
I mean, dog, I'm gonna say one more comment. You can't be saying that, but you dead ass like steam flatten your hair. Like, please stop it. Like, you literally do that, dog. So don't say he be steam flattening it like at the same thing they use on Wentworth. He puts his head in there. Like, come on, dog. Okay, that's enough ripping on him. I just got disappointed that I actually was right about that bleach me. When I first saw that, I looked up online, nothing. And then I sent it to you. And I looked a week later, it just blew up during AFCON. I was like, damn, they seen him. But I saw that. I knew it was something up during the Cagliari interview. I was like, yo, whoa, you looking kind of, hey, man. We are the number one source for this, by the way. Number one source internationally.
Literally the number one source of America of European blacks bleaching.
Him a bleach, yes.
Yes.
Okay, we just lost everything, and we're gonna get it demonetized for this and destroyed on YouTube.
Okay. Also, Caesar, sadly, there was a big tragedy that happened outside of Olembe Stadium a few days ago. There was a big stampede that happened, and if I'm not mistaken, as of right now, there are 8 people that have passed. I don't know if there's 9. I feel like I might have saw 9, but I know there's at least 8, and about 40 people were injured. I read an article about it. Apparently what happened was there was a bunch of people trying to get into like one side, like one entrance, but there were like other entrances that were like farther away, but I guess they didn't want to go to the farther away entrances. So they were all trying to go to this one, and then it got like chaotic, and then people got trampled to death. And yeah, it was really sad. And
this is the Cameroon match, right?
Yes, this is Cameroon versus what's the name? I forgot. But yeah, really sad situation that happened there. I guess part of it was I think part of it had to do with COVID testing, if I'm not mistaken, too. Or there was something having to do with COVID, maybe because of COVID, they can't have the stadium full all the way. But it's always sad to see like people getting like trampled to death. It happens more than we think, like more than we know. I feel like I remember when they opened the first IKEA in Saudi Arabia, I think people got trampled to death. It can happen easily. I think when I was in Saudi Arabia, I've seen people get trampled to death actually. But yeah, really, really sad.
That's a horrible, and obviously my condolences, family. That's horrible to hear about. I think we just spend so much time trying to build incredible stuff, or quickly they don't do a lot of, they just hire kind of whatever architects. I don't think they really value the importance of like really good building and planning and building departments and people that manage safety for guests of areas, like because escape routes and all that stuff is really important towards maintaining a safe area, and that's horrible to hear.
Yeah, it was in 2004. 3 people stampeded to death. The first IKEA opened in Saudi Arabia. 2004.
That's a rough way going out.
Searching for some damn Swedish fast furniture. But yeah, I mean, I remember in Hajj like a few years ago, there was like a crazy stampede where people like ended up going the wrong, like opposite and wrong way, and there's a bunch of people that died. It could definitely happen.
It happens in Brazil carnivals too.
Caesar, remember we went to the Guwap concert and we left early, but remember how many people were passing out in there? And it was just like, yeah,
people getting carried out and stuff.
Yeah, like it was like hot and it was smoky and it was like definitely like
not poorly ventilated.
Yeah, it was poorly ventilated. There was a lot of people, but people were dropping like flies. Imagine if there was like a surge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. But
didn't I hate to bring it up? Remember didn't that also happen to why some people died when that shooter came during the Batman movie? Like people were like scrambling and running over each other, and that's how some of them got killed too, like from the fire. Like
I don't know.
Okay, I feel like it was something like that too, or like during the chaos that happened too, because the theaters were packed back then. Remember that? Like people were standing in line for Dark Knight. People used to stand in the street for that.
Yeah, it was midnight.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy. So it was just bad.
I watched that midnight 909. But yeah, condolences, and hopefully it won't be like a stain on AFCON. Definitely, it's tragic, and there's definitely been the second biggest tragedy is Keita Balde bleaching, and the third biggest tragedy, honestly, see, I gotta keep it real. I'd be watching these matches sometimes. I'd be like, yo, dog, like this is some crazy non-calls and calls. I seen a handball that was so clear. Like it was such a handball. And it just didn't.
Let's just say it. It's objectively some of the worst refereeing I've seen in a long time.
I'm just like, y'all got
Dog, the
VAR.
game we watched between who's the one that just went to double overtime? Ivory Coast and Egypt.
Maybe, yeah.
At the end, the ref like called the game at like 53 seconds. I'm like, dog, like, I'm not trying to be that nitpicker, but like, you gotta give them the force. You gotta give them that time. Like, you can't just be at the fucking, the clock is one, it's like a minute early. Like it says 1:19 on the clock and you're blowing the whistle. And the camera dude is flipping to the corner kick, and they're like, "Oh wait, I think the game's over."
I seen one that I
There
think
was like five instances at the end. The dude had to split lip, all this going on, and there's zero extra time. Like they just walked to the end of the game. Like, all right.
I saw the Morocco Malawi match.
Was it
Hakimi,
the Tunisia one was the worst one, right?
no, I didn't see that match, but Hakimi sent it across, and the dude from Malawi is like going down, and his back arm just like it just completely hits his whole arm and deflects the other way. And I'm like, and it wasn't like it hit his body, then his arm. It hit his whole arm. And I'm just like,
Was it? I think one of those tournament games, the ref ended the game 3 times or 2 times, whatever. He like ended it at like the 55th mark, and then like
yeah,
the 6th. I'm like, doggy, where you get this fool, man?
yeah. I seen some crazy non-calls. Were like, God dang.
But,
Like,
I will say that the Egypt game, that ref was like mad cute with the players. It was adorable. Like some of the players like smiling, talking to them, hanging out. It was like really cute to see like the ref and stuff interacting with the
yeah. Now
players.
some of the like obviously it's not every match, but I've
No,
definitely
no. Some of them have been like, hey man.
but some are like, whoa, like that's
This
pretty
international tournament, man.
I'm like, I blame that ref for Hakimi scoring that free kick because that was supposed to be a penalty. Hakimi won the penalty with that cross. The ball don't lie though, so that's why he had to score that free kick.
The ball don't like got the power of the free kick.
The ball don't lie is more powerful than the referee.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Caesar, I don't know if you saw this, made some headlines recently. Your boy Gianni from Jersey Shore, Infantino, he's still talking about. Okay, I'll say I don't think he's like really trying to push it, but he's still putting it out there. His plans for maybe having a World Cup every 2 years. He's saying that it could stop African migrants from finding death in the sea. I'll read some of what he said. He said, this topic is not about whether we want a World Cup every 2 years, but about what do we want to do for the future of football. If we think about the rest of the world and vast majority of Europe, then we have to think about what football brings. Football is about opportunity, blah, blah, blah. We need to find ways to include the whole world to give hope to Africans so they don't need to cross the Mediterranean in order to find maybe a better life, but more probably death in the sea. We need to give opportunities, to give dignity, not by charity, but by allowing the rest of the world to participate. Maybe the World Cup every 2 years is not the answer, but we discuss it. I'll just say this really quick. Like, from reading that, it doesn't seem like he's saying like having the World Cup every 2 years is going to save people. I think he's trying to say like, he's putting an idea out there and he's saying like maybe a World Cup every 2 years, which I don't agree with, could create more opportunities for people in the regions where like they're not benefiting as much from football as they could be or as other places are.
I'm going to, without a doubt, 1,000,000% disagree with this. I think it echoes like a lot of conservative narrative where they try to highlight 1% of cases and then blow them out of proportion to be like a main talking point, like such as like when like the discussion is like, oh, well, you know, what about that one person that did this, what opportunity that made for them? I think it's about creating opportunities that can help a large portion of people and has real fundamental value. Maybe instead of creating a world tournament, which you're only taking a select few from already a select few clubs internationally, what's this? How does that even work? That doesn't even make sense to me, because like if you're even talking about the sport itself, a lot of these players don't even live in the regions that they play for the national team. So it's like, it's just kind of weird to like believe that the economic growth of the World Cup will be the reason why you're going to create job opportunities and all this other stuff. Like it's super, super reachy for me. I think it'd be better to create more funding into international club tournaments that would give additional exposure to players in other regions. Maybe if you actually had tournaments that would bring in teams from Africa and Asia and did more inclusion to those that go against, that bring them up against teams in Europe, to go against teams in America, that would create more exposure, thus leading to more opportunities for people we never see. I've literally never had my eyes on like some like a team from South Africa play. Like I love looking at videos from Kaiser Chiefs play. I love watching those stuff. I've never seen them play a game. I'd love to see them in a World Club tournament. Put them in a Club Cup tournament. Put some actual funding into the tournament instead of having a Confederations Cup a year before the World Cup. How about you do something like that where we get to see a real valued club world tournament? Yeah, it's cool. Chivas makes it, or Americas, or Cruz Azul, but do stuff like this. Put real promotion and effort towards it. That gives people exposure to want to get these players, right? And that'll allow them to do partnerships like PSV does with Chivas. They have a partnership now agreement where they share academies, resources, and players. That's huge. Going from Guadalajara to Netherlands, that's really cool to see that kind of connection. Portugal did that with the Chinese league. Like, I think that is more inclusive in terms of helping people than the world. I think he's pushing something that sounds very corporate to me. Like he's maximum corporate, and it's when a corporate person tells you what's good for the people, that's always concerning. That's always concerning behavior, because what's his real win? Does he really win from migrants in the sea coming over? Does he really care about these people? And no, I think what he cares more is about making those billionaires and trillionaires at the largest sport in the world become richer, right? And they become richer through investing in these growth and construction opportunities for the World Cup.
I mean, I feel you.
So I think it's a reach, dog. I think it's a reach.
Yeah. Okay, I do like. I'll say something in response to what you said, which I think is good. But I'll also say like what he's taught. I don't think a World Cup every 2 years is gonna do what he thinks it could do. But I think that what they really need to do at FIFA is they need to put something in place to stop corruption in the federations. And I think they need to incentivize having less corruption. Like we've seen corruption in all the federations, in all these different, national federations too. Mm-hmm. And if FIFA as like the umbrella organization does more to stop that corruption, and when they see that things are like not corrupt, they make things they put something in place that's lucrative for those national teams and federations, I think that would work more. But to what you said, I think something like talking about the smaller clubs and like the smaller nations, I think something that FIFA could do, like, not right now, but like very soon, is have their own media. Like if FIFA itself had media where they broadcast South Africa or the Vietnamese league or like Costa Rica or whatever, like in like Jordan or who knows, like broadcasting the leagues from smaller nations that don't get as much publicity and making it so, or broadcasting like qualifiers or friendly matches between like, Thailand versus, Rwanda or whatever. I don't know, like putting something out there that's like easily, like basically free because they got the money for it. So people like us could tune into club matches and national teams that don't get that much exposure. I think, like, let's say we're talking about African migrants, and the African migrants generally are coming from like Eritrea or like somewhere in sub-Saharan Africa through like Libya or North Africa going across the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
If you have a situation where the Eritrean league or the league in Chad or the league wherever, Mali, is like broadcast, there's an opportunity for these players to get seen more. Because, I mean, we're seeing I was watching Mali play. There's some good players.
Yeah.
Then,
even Komodos has some good players. He's got some pretty
absolutely.
good, dude. They could play in a lot of places.
For sure. Like, then I think that going like to what you're saying, like, then you have that opportunity because you have the scouts being able to see if all it takes, you see some flash, like, wow, who's that guy? Then you take a trip there and then, there's opportunity.
I love sports and I feel sports through a foundation of life almost. Like it's huge in terms of my life and everything, but it's a millistep away from entertainment. And in entertainment, what is the number one thing that gets you anywhere? It's exposure. It's people being able to see what you can do. Reputation's good. Rumors are good, but exposure is what moves you to the next step. And you need to apply that even with the sport as well, too. We could talk about how good Komodo's a player. We can do this podcast and talk about how good AFCON league players are. And we can look up this one guy and see he has 45 goals in whatever league down there. That's probably and every year, and he could be a record breaker. But you only know unless we're exposed to see it for ourselves. Seeing that talent on display is huge. We grow up. People love the underdog story so much. Remember a couple years ago, Real Madrid going against Ludogorets and like how crazy that was. I looked up those players. I wanted to see what's going on. People got exposure. I remember a player made it out of Ludogorets. I was a player that left it out of the league too. Like
they're all Brazilian.
Yeah. So like that stuff is like that. That's what it's about. It's about just really finding a way to get maximum visibility for them. More visibility creates more opportunities. At least in terms of like in like immediate entertainment space. You want to talk about logistics and stuff you want to build, that's different. I agree with that. But if you're going to just use the World Cup as a platform, then that's just leading to entertainment, which I don't think is the appropriate course in which you're really going to develop and stop migrants. I mean, like, I just feel like I feel like you're kind of like, it's kind of wild to be saying that willy-nilly, man. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I don't think that he was really correlating the two.
Okay.
I don't think that. I'm trying to give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt, but
he's pushing as hard.
But I do think he's wrong because, okay, either he's just like throwing something out there or he's like a bad person and he's like, well, you got AFCON and you got the Euros and you got Copa America and Gold Cup. He's like, well, FIFA don't really eat that much off of those, but we eat off the World Cup. So we're trying to do more World Cups. Either he's like that terrible or he's just like thinking like, or he's a good person and he's like trying to think of something that could help, underserved people. Either way, I think he's wrong, but I do think that stopping corruption in the federations and the national teams and incentivizing the not of corruption and also doing something with all that billions of dollars that FIFA has and giving exposure to smaller clubs and nations. I think that would do a lot more than a World Cup every 2 years because that's just a lot of group stage matches that I'm not going to watch. Anyways, these are some good news. We got a landmark change in England women's football. They will be granted maternity leave and long-term sickness cover in their contracts now in the Women's Super League out there in England.
Oh, England.
Players at 24 clubs in the Women's Super League and the Women's Championships, that's both divisions, will be guaranteed such cover for the first time. Details have been finalized only recently and yet to be unveiled, like the actual details. But yeah, it's a good thing. Their FA said in March 2020 that maternity provisions were not in a standard player contract, which is drawn up in consultation with the PFA, I guess it's like the players union, and that maternity cover was set at the discretion of the clubs. So maybe there were some clubs that had it, but now they're going to have like any player that's part of like under contract in the Super League and the Championship in England will have maternity leave.
That's dope. Shout out to doing this for women. It's a huge obstacle that affects their careers as well as their lives. Well, not obstacle. It's a huge moment in their lives that really affects them from being able to bring, life into the world, but to also have that disrupt, the financial security of something they do for a living, which is a sport. And they don't just get to go back to the office. They they have to go back and get into shape and do all these extra regimen. It's crazy. I was it Sidney Leroux that she had like two playing before, and I wonder if she received the same kind of benefits that some of these players that, especially in a country that does not guarantee any kind of leave or medical leave or paternal leave for women in this country, which is a shame in itself. So that's a landmark move by them, and I'm happy to hear about that.
Yeah, apparently FIFA tried to put that in place.
Oh, it's cool.
It said it would introduce a set of minimum rights for contracted players globally, which I'm like, I don't know how you're going to enforce that, but that would have teams face fines and transfer bans if they discriminate against players during pregnancy. However, they're saying that it was a minimum of 14 weeks paid maternity leave with at least 8 weeks after birth at 2/3 of a player's salary. And I guess it was criticized for not going far enough. But I mean, if they were able to enforce that globally, that'd be great. But I mean, what you gonna do?
I mean, they can enforce it globally if they're able to impose transfer bans and stuff like that. Because
yeah, that's true. Actually,
because at the end of the day, FIFA is able to authorize and deauthorize any kind of transfers worldwide.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you got a point. Well, Caesar, one of your favorite players, one of the best controller of passers that I've ever seen. Controller of passes that I've ever seen.
Jesse's artist?
The star of Adana Demirspor, who I do have an old shorty from Adana.
Okay, respect with the Turkish pronunciation. Okay, dog.
I have nothing in Turkish. I'm terrible.
I talked to somebody before those half Turkish, you know what I'm saying, dog? Wait, quarter.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like the Turkish language to me is just like, oh my God, it's rough.
Yeah, Turks are cool though.
Yeah, I'm with it. Your boy Mario Balotelli has been called up. He's doing better than Iñaki Williams. Been called up by Roberto Mancini.
Don't say that. I'm so sad about this.
For the playoff semifinal against the powerhouse North Macedonia.
Ooh, they don't know what's coming, dog.
Balotelli has 36 caps. Scored 14 goals, though.
Getting half of your caps is pretty crazy.
I mean, you feel me?
It's not easy to score international.
Yeah. But yeah, this is first cap since
2018? 2019? 2018.
Let's see. What year?
Before COVID. It was like 2019. I remember he played. Remember he played a couple of them games?
Yeah.
Because he got called up when he was on Marseille.
He scored 9 goals in 21 games at Adana.
That's pretty good, dog. Okay.
That's very solid. I seen one of them.
9 goals in the first half of the season is really good.
Yeah, no, that's solid. I seen one of them goals. It was really good.
Yeah.
I think the issue really with Balotelli is like he's not really a center forward like that.
He's not. I think Balotelli is like truly like a very like he'd have to be like if you wanted him, he'd have to be like a false 9-ish.
Exactly.
I think Balotelli would really persevere at a position where he's in a 4-4-2. I think in a 4-3-3, you're not going to be. He's not a true genuine run maker. He has phenomenal. I mean, godly hold up play. I mean, it's ridiculous. The man's control and like getting that ball off of him is just I don't even know how. But
and a great passer too.
True. Really yeah, and of course that lethal far shot too. He has a crazy foot. But a very important part of being a 9 is the run play, because that creates space for your team. It's not just the hold up. That's why the false 9 is important, because the false 9 doesn't have to make as many runs. It's the wingers that make the runs. Italy isn't that diverse when it comes to offensive sets. They like to play a very deep line team. So I think if they're running some kind of 4-4-2 and maybe he's offsetting with like someone like that whack ass Belotti or whatever, or Immobile who likes to be up there too. And I think Immobile didn't get called up or something like that. I forgot what happened. Then I think Balotelli's that perfect guy right there, because he's like another Cam on the field. He's another midfielder. He's another possession player, and he creates opportunities no matter what. So I think that's a great signing, and especially if he's just like that second striker for you too. It's just good to have him out there. I saw them cute pictures of him, Mancini. I know there was all kind of beef they had over the years, but I remember one of the most famous quotes Balotelli ever said. It's like, I can never hate him because that man is like a father to me. You don't just say that about anybody. You don't say about anybody in life. And I think that's an important thing to say because Mancini was his coach when he was 19. So I think that's probably had a big influence on him.
Yeah, and I just feel like sometimes players are forced into positions that it's just not their position. It's weird to me because
like the Liverpool thing. When they was running them in that 4-3, they had him like up there, like they were complaining. I'm like, he's not doing horrible, but like I don't know what you're expecting. Like he's not that guy for this.
Yeah, he's not
the best he can.
And it's funny because like even like I feel like he's similar to Zlatan. Like when I would watch Zlatan at PSG, Zlatan was
very similar to Zlatan.
Yeah, I'm like he's not playing like a real center forward. He's dropping back and then distributing and then like running up to try to score.
That's actually probably one of the. I can't even think. That's probably one of the better comparisons I probably can think of right now. Yeah. He really is just like he plays just like him. Zlatan is all over the goddamn field. No, you're like, what is going on here? But people like Lucas can take advantage of that with their speed, running off the breaks at PSG. Like they had Di Maria was able to.
They had Cavani. Cavani was the one that would push the line.
And Cavani, they had that weird formation where Cavani was kind of like a wing.
Yeah.
But it was basically a 4-4-2 because he was able to just be free. That's what Italy would need to do with Balotelli.
Yeah. Sure. And I just feel like, maybe at this point, like he's not the one to play the whole match. Like maybe I'm not going to pretend, but like, I think that he doesn't lose the ball. He can control any crazy pass that comes to him, like very well. And
it's ridiculous.
And he can spread the ball around like, with like in the same way anyone can. He does have a defensive work rate. Like he's not like he's not like Cavani. Like he's not like a forward who's like running back, but you don't need that from your forwards necessarily. And I think he can do what he needs to do defensively. But
let's keep it real.
He's one of
players like Balotti's are like one trick ponies, right?
Balotti's trash, actually.
Absolutely. Like that's a one trick. Even Immobile is essentially like a one trick pony. Like he's
I like Immobile. I like Immobile.
Okay, but Immobile doesn't have a diverse skill set.
No, you're right. You're right.
Like I'm not saying it to disrespect Immobile. Like I don't really care much about him, but you like him.
He's a traditional center forward.
He's a traditional workhorse center forward. And that's why he's there for opportunities. But like, okay, Icardi just does one thing where he has that finish. Another, I can't do this, dog.
Okay.
Balotelli on the field, there's so many different ways, different skills he had that can be better than even people on the field already. And you don't have that often. So a guy like that is those rare players you go, just go out there, dog, be up front, and everybody will have these roles, and you just make things happen, make stuff happen up there. And that's how it works. His best highlight reel is a Germany goal where it was like this fluke opportunity where the ball got thrown up to him and he just boomed it. Because that's the kind of player he is. It's like Zlatan. Just go do stuff, dog.
Yeah, exactly. And like going back to the other forwards that Italy has, like I think Immobile is like a number 9. Like he's your traditional number 9, and he's good. He's athletic. He's a good player.
He can't super create for himself, so Balotelli would help him with that.
Yeah, he's a center forward. You're not really asking a center forward to necessarily create for themselves, but he's athletic and he can like run and he can make all the runs and he's good. Belotti is like big and slow and just like garbage,
cumbersome.
Yeah, exactly. Like he should be a center back, but like Balotelli, when you're thinking about the forwards, like the forwards that Italy has, didn't somebody blew out their knee? Was it Chiesa? Somebody blew out their knee recently.
Chiesa,
yeah. So like you don't have that player. Balotelli is also really good on his left foot. Got a really good left foot shot too. So like, he's a threat anywhere shooting, and he offers something different. I remember when Italy lost to Sweden, and they didn't make it to the last World Cup, and they were starting. Oh God, who was that guy? There was Belotti, and was it Gabbiadini? I think they were doing a 4-4-2 with Gabbiadini and Belotti up there.
What was that bald guy they had before too? Pele?
Who?
No, remember that bald guy they had, that bald player that you guys liked. He got called up along with Payet, the one who went to China for like 50 million.
Oh yeah.
They had that too, where they just had two dudes up there running around, and the ball guy like even played for like Nice or something like that for a while. I forgot his name.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, it was really bad. And I'm like, dog, they should have had Balotelli. Like at least like that's your most skilled forward between Belotti and like Gabbiadini. They're like, come on now. but yeah, congratulations to Balotelli. Like he earned it. He's out there doing his thing in Turkey, and I'm happy for him. But Caesar, let's talk about these transfers and these rumors. We got
is it Simeone or Simeone?
the other forward.
The bald forward they had was like Simeone or Simone.
I don't remember. Oh,
You
Zaza.
remember. Zaza, yeah. Remember Zaza?
Zaza wasn't there for that
No.
match.
You remember Zaza, dog?
But I remember Zaza there for the other Euros, the 2016 Euros.
Yeah.
Shout out this blood orange juice, by the way. Hand juiced, by the way.
Where do you get blood oranges from?
From someone's tree.
We got them.
Okay. Caesar, your boy, the former Monaco legend, Anthony Martial, Project Baby Angry Face, the legend, Project Baby Angry Face Martial, loaned to Sevilla.
It's a great move. I'm kind of upset about that move because Sevilla's in second place. I don't think that's cool. The best thing about that move is that Man U's a monster and said you can only have him to the year till we get him back, just so he can ride Pine again. I really feel like even he just looked. Did he actually see how happy he looked? It was really weird. Like in the press conference, I'm like, is the Project Baby face gone? Like he kind of looks kind of happy. His face looks clear. He just looked like alive again. He had like them bags and depressed face all the time in Man U. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to go to Spain. It's finna warm up soon." Sevilla too. Woo.
He's probably like, he's probably happy to be back in the real Europe.
Yeah. The real hero. He's not gonna be an island no more. You know what I'm saying? They're about to be out there, dog. No, I think it's a great move. Joking aside, I think that's the one thing I couldn't really identify with Sevilla. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of players in the outsides, Campos and our boy, the Argentinian baller, Alejandro Gomez. They have a bunch of dudes on the outside that do a lot of damage and a lot of even Suso. Like they have a lot of good guys that can make things happen, but they don't have like who's kind of can be in the middle, and that's just like that lethal guy who can make like the finisher, lethal finisher. And I think because they used to have Luke De Jong, but he went to Barcelona. He had a lot of goals.
They have Nasiri, but he's at AFCON right now.
Yeah, so that'd be good. Good to have Martial there because he can do a lot of work. He's multi-talented positionally, and I think that's a great move. So shout out to Martial. That's a great move for him. And I really wish that was a loan to buy because it would have been really cool to see him play in Sevilla. Honestly, I want him to stay. Like I'd love to see him in Spain.
It would be nice to see him on the left, Nasiri in the middle, and then
him and Nasiri in the middle too. That'd be nice. Yeah. Nasiri's a baller.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like he's not somebody who's going to score a hella goals for him, but he's a baller, competent. And they got Rafa Mir, who's like whatever. But you got Ocampos and
is that the one former Barcelona kid?
I'm not sure. I don't really know about him like that. But
didn't he used to be? Is he Moroccan? He's Moroccan, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he used to be Spanish. He's Moroccan. He's Moroccan national now.
Well, I don't
Mir, M-U-I-R, right?
M-I-R. No, he's I don't think he's called up for Morocco, but
I'm not saying he got called up, but I'm saying that he's okay, maybe you're right. He's not. I'm tripping. Wrong guy.
Yeah, but he's okay. But what's the name? I think Martial will do really good. Hopefully he can get on.
I confused him with Munir. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Munir's still there too, right?
Yeah, Munir's still at Sevilla, and Munir is now fully fledged with Morocco. So
dog, I seen him come in the match from Morocco there. I was like, what is this coon doing?
Hey man, I was like, but I mean, it was like, damn dog, they really kind of used you for like a couple weeks at Barcelona, and they said, no, we're good, fam.
I literally was like, what is this coon doing back?
He wanted to be Neymar so bad. I'm like, you're not that guy, dog.
Not even close. Yeah. But that's good for Martial.
Yeah, for real, I think it's a great move. Smart move by Sevilla. That's good. That's good scouting right there. That's a good move.
They're saying that your boy
Diego Carlos staying is a good move too. Sorry.
Diego yeah. Well,
for them, not for him.
So apparently they were saying Diego Carlos was going to go to Newcastle maybe, but it was like too late. But apparently your boy Guimaraes is going to go to Newcastle. Okay. I see your face. Now, I saw Jonathan Johnson, the old homie, kind of clowning Lyon for this. But then I saw the numbers like 33 million pounds. I was like, oh, that's good, dude. Like, I'm like, that's like, Guimaraes is a really solid midfielder, but to get like 37 million euros for him is solid in this, especially
they were evaluating him at like almost 50 million euros. Like, dog, like that's a great move. That's a ton of money for Lyon. Like, and especially a player who is expendable. Honestly, not saying he's not good, but they have such a vast. Well, I mean, he was honestly taking minutes from people that could be also getting minutes too. You have the French homie who's balling over there. You have Thiago who plays a lot over. They have a lot of guys in that midfield that are really good, that are serviceable, and also high talents that have a lot of value too that could bring a lot. And there's tons of talent on this team. So yeah, man, you get 50 million for him, of 30 million for that player. That's phenomenal move by them. And I think for Newcastle, I was like, I had that weird form. I think he's just gonna ball. Like, he's just gonna be kind of balling on the real.
He's he's a good player, and I think he'll be good in EPL too.
And especially like if you're like a good like Brazilian midfielder too, like that, like his structure, like his size too, like he has pretty good mobility too, and passing. His passing is ridiculous. That's gonna be dirty in England, like so good in England.
Yeah, I thought it was I mean, I guess it hasn't happened yet, but I guess it's pretty much a given. But I was like, wow, that's
apparently because they're in Ecuador for the They have some kind of tournament today, right?
There's qualifiers.
Is it today the game? I don't.
I think
it's today. They're in Ecuador. Apparently, they were sending paperwork over to Ecuador allegedly today to work, so they're working it out. Apparently.
Oh, really? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
because they said they spotted Newcastle representatives in Ecuador. Well, they're not just kicking it. They're not just pulling up to Equator just to hang out, you know.
Yeah. That match ended 1-1.
Damn, a big spoiler. I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, my bad.
God damn. There it goes. Never mind. I have to watch highlight because I'm thinking about getting Fubo soon as the tournament starts.
Okay.
Because I can't watch these games. It's pissing me off.
Well, it's match day 15 of 18, and Brazil hasn't lost a match yet. They'll be fine.
Yeah, but I still want to watch Vinny play.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Also, your boy Benedetto's gone back to Boca Juniors.
Good, your ass.
From Marseille. Your boy, you remember
certified training squad goon.
Remember Mangala, the center back?
Yeah, what happened to my dog?
He's out. He a free transfer to Saint Etienne.
Hey, okay. Oh, Mangala. Okay, I like Mangala. What you been doing, dog?
Workout warrior.
That's my dog right there.
That's just a workout warrior right there.
If I was a coach, I literally signed him. But like, yo, let's get this dog in. He might ball out in his training, dog. He might come in here and put in work. He's definitely a certified practice squad legend, like certified.
I think he's like the bench press legend.
Can you imagine Mangala and like Nacho and practice on the same team? They'd probably be balling like crazy.
I don't think Mangala's got skills like that.
No, he's definitely stiff as hell, but I'm saying he probably do some good squats.
I think he can. I think if he like grabbed Verratti by his ankle, like spun around, I think he could throw him like 30
Didn't he
yards.
like play for like Porto for a year? I remember he was playing like Porto.
He was everywhere.
I was like, this man has no hips in his body. He said, I'm gonna do all workouts, lifting, and no agility. I'm just gonna be like this.
He's like, I'm gonna have the biggest calves though. Watch.
Yeah, he was. Man, you was like, you should have stayed in. You should have played for Burnley.
The dude from Lille, Yusuf Yazici, I was like, damn, he went to CSKA Moscow.
Yazici,
the other Turkish guy, the little left-footed Turkish dude with the nice hair.
Oh, yeah, the Cam, right? He was a baller.
Yeah, little left-footed dude. They transferred him to Moscow.
Damn, they gonna leave my boy Brad Yilmaz as a solo like that in the streets? Damn.
I feel like Burak don't really like him that much.
I feel like he don't like anybody that's not Turkish.
I feel like Burak Yilmaz is like old school and Yazici's like new school pretty boy for like, now you're soft.
Yeah, he's probably like a hater lefty too.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Burak is like old school, right footers only, dog.
Exactly. One of my old favorite players from Celta Vigo, or was it Celta Vigo? Daniel Voss.
Daniel Voss, certified Vigo baller, dog. He played anywhere. He was good.
But he's been on Valencia for a few years. Mm-hmm. This fool went to Atletico Madrid. I'm like, what the hell?
Because Simeone needs something because now that Trippier is gone.
Yeah, he did used to play right back.
He was playing right back for Valencia for a while too.
Yeah. Your boy Robin Gosens went to Inter.
That's not my boy, but all right.
He's good though.
Yeah,
he went for Atalanta?
Yeah, he's all right.
Okay.
I mean, he's a certified Italian league player, dog.
I mean, he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay, and a couple rumors. They're saying your boy Ndombele is either going to go to PSG or Valencia.
The PSG move should have been 2 years ago, by the way, not when you have already signed 15 midfielders and 48 dudes. You got Rafinha over here playing other countries. You got Wijnaldum looking around the room like, what do you got him out there? I'm in the streets, I'm out here. I'm 32 kind of. Like, why can't I play? You got Verratti. I think absolutely he's the player to have on any team in the world. I would look to get Ndombele. I would go to the room and say, is it possible to get Ndombele on my team? He's a really good player. And I don't even think we've seen a full of a skill set. He's really good. But I just don't know if PSG knows how to work with that, to be honest with you.
Apparently the Valencia rumor is done, but it seems like he's going to go to PSG.
He would go crazy on Valencia. That'd be not cool at all. Please stop making La Liga moves.
The
PSG thing's not shut down yet, or is he going to go?
No, it seems like he might go to PSG for real, but I just...
What are they going to do with Wijnaldum? I feel bad for him. Like, damn, dog.
Like, dog, I'm just like, okay, when you got Neymar, Verratti...
That's an excellent point.
Messi... Ndombele is not like some back there midfielder. This is a dude that likes to get up in the mix. And is
he gonna be like a Draxler, just kind of like every once in a while showing us his incredible stuff, but never gonna play for real?
Like, and he's also a player when he receives the ball, he likes to do something with it. And
another player like that.
And Neymar doesn't allow you to do that. He's gonna run right up next to you to get that ball.
PSG should really look at towards like some of a player that like the midfielders that Real Madrid have. They have midfielders that can do something with the ball, but their first instinct is to get the ball forward, to move it forward, get it going. You need midfielders that can do that. They should be pressing the price of Modric up. Like, oh, how do we get you over here, dog? Like, if not, then make Real Madrid overpay for you at that point. Like, what do we got to do to get you over here? You want some land? What do you need, dog? Like, we'll get you over here. You need players like that, even Cruz or whatever. Like, you need players that can facilitate the ball better to those guys that like to do it. Not a guy who likes to do something with the ball, give it to the guy who also likes to do something with the ball, and then maybe shoot it or maybe do something else and do. It's too much, dog. It's already an annoying ass team. It's too much.
It's like, I don't know what they're planning to like. With Messi and Neymar, I seen Messi against rims, like he's dropping way back to get the ball. Like, I'm just
Messi think he ball him. I'm about to be my Balotelli right now.
Like, and so I'm just like, come on, dude. Like, Ndombele is a I mean, like you said, amazing talent. Like one of those players that I'm like, whoa, he blows your mind. Like
he's gonna be hated at practice, like dead ass. Yeah. Like, yo, you gotta relax, dog.
Like I don't really know what's up with his attitude or whatever, because I remember there was issues at Lyon and there was also issues at Tottenham. But like as a talent on the pitch, like he's one of those midfielders. Like when he gets the ball, it's almost like he has like a force field around him. Like nobody's getting close to him, and he makes amazing passes, and he can shoot the rock pretty well too. But I don't know how that works in that, like with those other players.
I think he's definitely on the wrong team being on Tottenham. That was a horrible move from the beginning.
The whole England.
I think that he should have at least been on a team where he could have played like a Sevilla or whatever again, and then at least been like a club tournament competition, or gone to a team like PSG, but loaned out to like a Valencia or whatever, where he could really just be out there kind of getting it cracking himself. That's what the best move would have been for him, or at least Tottenham should have done that last year. They really fooled themselves. I mean, they were like they don't know how to handle players. They're about to sell that baller Dutch dude, and he scores like 3 goals in like a minute. Like you don't even know what to do. You don't know how to work with your talent. You only focus everything around Harry Kane, and like you need to. They still have the dude. Who's that Argentinian I don't like? They had him forever. And I'm like, this guy's Bill washed, but then he does some random goal for the first time in 6 years, and I think he's godly. Like. This is the example why your team sucks. And you brought Bale back last year. You don't know what you're doing.
Literally, Caesar, like, no team in England plays football except for Man City.
They're literally one of the worst rich organizations ever, dog. What are y'all doing? You Pochettino, no trophies. What a waste.
Like, they're literally the only team that plays football is like, you know what? Okay, the teams that I've seen that play
Liverpool does too.
Who? Yeah, Liverpool. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The 3 teams I can say play football in EPL: City, Liverpool, and Wolves.
True.
Other teams, they're just doing stuff.
Wolves was like the first game I saw, and I was like, then they just look like a regular ass team, like a real team. They don't just look like they're throwing the ball around. Like they actually play soccer.
Yeah, they look.
I don't think they're like a great team, but like they actually play the real game. Like they actually play.
It looks like a Spanish team.
It
looks like they're
a lot of build up and stuff. Yeah.
But Nobel at PSG, and also big bleacher, Adama Traore is either going to Barcelona or Spurs, but it seems like he will be going back home to Barcelona.
I want there to be an international pause on Barcelona transfer rumors because every single Barcelona transfer rumor comes with that asterisk where they have to register a player. Oh, they can't do unless they get rid of somebody. That means you can't get anybody, dog. If you have to get rid of somebody to get somebody, that means you can't get nobody, man. So stop throwing rumors out for people that can't even acquire players. Stop it. It's annoying. They got Fran. He was sitting there for a week in a hotel waiting to be able to play.
It's really weird. I mean, I'm seeing stuff
obsessed with the headline. It's so annoying.
I'm seeing stuff about Haaland going there. I feel like Adama Traore costs like $2 million, but
Haaland is like literally break their bank into pieces. That man is probably a $200 million player. Like they're gonna pay crazy money for him. He's European and he's a baller. That's a lot of money, dog. You know they pay for that.
And honestly, like Adama Traore, I don't really see what Xavi would want to do with him because he's not like a Barcelona type talent.
Xavi hate him.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's just a speed to burn kind of guy.
Well, honestly, like why would you get a player like that when you already have like a Ferran Torres? Like you have a guy who likes to. He actually doesn't like to be on the left side. He balls out on the right side. He likes to be on the right winger with the right foot. He likes to be on the right side of the field. Char only plays there and he doesn't even like have a good shot. He's not that good of a shooter or anything. He's just fast. He's honestly should have been a fullback. He's playing around, but he should be a fullback.
Really should.
Let him go to like Hotspur. Somebody let him run around in Hotspurs.
Yeah, he'd be better off just going to Spurs.
Go to Tottenham. Yeah. That Barcelona stuff is fake, dog. I don't believe that.
Yeah, I kind of know. I mean, he could go there, but like
they can't like. I don't believe that stuff. I think Barcelona is just trying to stay relevant and like making media kind of use them or like they do like a fake bid or something. But I don't think they're really out here acquiring people. They that loan ain't that serious. Like, please stop it. No way.
I mean, even though this would suck, kinda, but I'd be down if they send Traore to Barcelona and Memphis Depay go to Wolves.
Yeah, that'd be fun as hell. Actually, it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, he looked kind of cool in that jersey.
Like, I feel like that's a fall off, like for real.
but like for us, it's fun.
Yeah, like for me, like I'm down.
I'm really down to watch him on Peacock.
But I'm like, damn, dog. Like you went from from Barcelona to Birmingham.
Hey, he kind of made Lyon pop off though. Depay kind of made Lyon popping, dog. He might do it with the Wolves too.
Caesar, they beat Juve and Man City in a Champions League. Lyon.
Remember, that run they did where he was running center forward straight up in these streets was amazing. Like it was incredible.
Balling.
He was literally the straight up captain swag too. Yeah, like
he tore his ACL, came back and was balling.
He really did. I was so sad when he tore the ACL. We were mad sad about that.
Him, I think in the same match, it was him and Jeffrey and Adelaide both tore their ACL, and I think it was like the same match. Something crazy.
Probably some wild ass weirdo French pitch stuff.
It was probably some somebody put that juju on him probably.
So Man, do I feel bad for Depay right now. Oh my God, please give me a transfer about this man. Please do something.
I did see some stuff about him, but they're like, oh, he's going to go in January. I'm like, he's not about to go in January, to relax.
He's too expensive for January. There's no way.
I mean, also, it's like, come on, dude. Like, I mean, he went on a free transfer to Barcelona, actually. But
where should he go?
Who, Depay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like I loved Depay at Lyon. Like I loved it.
Me too. Be cool if he went back. That'd be fun.
That'd be great, but I don't know, man.
Maybe I think he should go to Spain. That'd be kind of nice.
He's in Spain.
No, like a different part of Spain, not Barcelona.
Yeah.
I mean, is he really in Spain though? At this point, my dog is down bad.
I mean, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't know where he could go, honestly. Like, he's an interesting player. Like, you know where he could thrive, actually? Man City.
He would have been good for PSG before they got all these dudes. He would have been good at PSG before they got all those guys too. He would have been a really good PSG player just based upon like his extracurriculars he really enjoys. PSG enjoys that, and like they thrive off that like French like art and media and music scene. He would have really thrived in that. And he has like that whole look and swag too that they like to go for. But it's just in another world, honestly, another dimension. It would have been him instead of Neymar and those guys there.
Yeah, I think at City's like if City don't get Holland, like get Depay. He's not like a. He's not.
You know what? Damn, Depay would actually be pretty cool at City. Actually,
he'd be perfect. He'd be perfect. He's a perfect type of player for what Pep is doing.
Yeah, I think he could actually like literally like physically wise like be a better version of what Aguero was for them too. Like in terms of like what he can do and ability wise, like he could really do some damage on a team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, between him and Kevin De Bruyne, like they kind of do. Like when they're away from the goal, they're similar, but like closer to goal, Depay's better.
If you gave me last year Lyon, Depay on Man City, that'd be really nasty. He was just like literally a workhorse, filling the channels up, doing moves, and then they said play the middle. He played the hell out that middle. That's what impressed me the most. I'm like, I didn't know you had that much discipline and talent. Like you're really coachable and a good player. That's crazy.
I seen Memphis Depay do a through ball, which ended as an assist, and two of the Nice players slid to get the ball, like slid to tackle it. Two, and they both missed it. A through ball where two players are sliding to get it. Like, you don't see that.
No, you don't.
I got to find that highlight again because I was like, oh my God, this dude's insane.
Crazy talent.
Yeah. But anyway, we made it podcast episode 238. We still here. Forever I love Atlanta. Well, that's Fila, but remember the little Scrappy song?
I do remember that. I was like,
Forever I love Atlanta. That didn't pop off for you, buddy.
No, it didn't. But he did pop off on the TV show.
He did become a reality show superstar. Yeah. With his lip dance.
He did make one of my favorite video game songs of all time, Money in the Bank.
What was that in?
Money in the Bank. It was in a wrestling game. Money in the Bank. Show them what you think. I got money in the bank. That was my jam. Damn. Underground King.
Okay. Anyway, we met podcast episode 238. How?
Yeah.